Hi, thanks for talking to me. Appreciate
Hi,
it.
Julie. I love your background.
Oh,
That's
thank
with
you.
your red hair. It looks great, man.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I very much enjoyed the first four they said. I went through them very fast. I'm waiting to get more. So to start off,
Dude,
what was it that attracted you to the role? What made you want to do it?
I love the character. I read the pilot and read great. I mean, I thought it really was a terrific pilot, and the character was very interesting for me, and it's something I hadn't quite played before, so it was exciting to be for me. That's why I liked it. I was not familiar with the comics. I'm not a graphic comic reader, but I love the story and the genre, and I just dug it. I have not played in the science fiction world much in my career, so.
Have you since read the comics? I know you said you didn't before at the beginning,
Yeah.
but okay.
In fact, I have them. I have the compendium right here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, did you like where other than I guess the script and the comics did you kind of pull from? Was there anywhere else that you added to him?
Yeah, certainly I pull from my life. I mean, I have two children um, that are 10 years apart. I have a boy and a girl, but I worked for my father when I was younger, and I remember looking at watching the frustration that he had dealing. So I was definitely able to draw on that with Dana, with the Dana character, with Melanie. So that was fun for me. And I mean, ultimately, we just draw from our own life anyway, right? Put yourself in a situation like that. I mean, the character is certainly not me, but there are elements of me that I can relate to this character with and draw from and build on.
Was there anything else you did preparation wise? I mean, law enforcement, that kind of thing.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time with law enforcement. I've gone out on calls. I've gone out with the FBI. Many times I've gone out with police. I got friends who are cops. And we got to spend about a week. I got in about a week and a half before we started shooting, as did the other actors, and we spent a lot of time talking about characters and story with Aaron and Luke. We'd spend hours a day in there, so it helped. It really helped with building relationships and dynamics, and getting airing all the questions and understanding other people's take on their characters and the story. So it was really helpful, and um, you know on building chemistry, certainly, and it was fun and a great experience. It was like doing a play, and that we had that kind of rehearsal time. So.
Right, talk about working with the cast. I know you sort of touched on Melanie, but
Well, yeah, I loved, everybody had their own kind of, because we're all individuals. I mean, I was not familiar with any of these actors other than Stephen Ogg, who I had met because we were both in a show called Heels a couple years back, about wrestling. So I met him. I didn't work with him, but I met him. And I loved working with them. They were all terrific actors, and they really came to play. And everybody was all in, and nobody was phoning it in, and they were all taking it very seriously. And so it was a great work environment in that respect. And that's certainly not always the case. It's been, in my experience. So it's great with people who are very enthusiastic. And I tell you, the most enthusiastic was Rami. She was just over the moon, man, and so it was fun to be around. And Melanie is a very funny person, um, interesting character in real life. She is. Um, I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. Andy, very keen guy, good, really wonderful actor, and everybody took their roles very seriously, and we all kept digging and we'd talk about stuff, and Aaron and Luke were always available, so I spent a lot of time digging in with them, going in with questions or phoning late at night, or it was a great collaboration. It was really terrific to be a part of. And I hope we go a second season. I hope it's received as well as you know, as we were excied to put it out. So
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it anyway. I know you said, you pulled some from yourself and everything, but was there any part of him that you had difficulty connecting with?
Um, no. I mean, other than putting myself in this insane situation, I mean, other than that, but you always draw. I mean, I've had a, I've been blessed with a rich life as far as experience goes, and I got to draw from that. I got to draw from my childhood. I got to draw from the dynamic that I have with my kids, from the dynamic I had with my father. Um, and then you take all of that and you put yourself in these in the environment. And I would spend time, drawing up a past, and I'd run some of it by Aaron and Luke, and we'd talk about, history that doesn't really enter into the story, but it plays within, and it helps to build a well-rounded character and a believable, seated person. So in that respect, that's how I did.
Good. All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Enjoyed this-
Thank you
Like I
very
said, I
much.
enjoyed the show. So hoping they send more. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Jamie.